No, disappointed, Basil. The two things, obviously, are the lack of intensity to start the contest. I thought we were really poor there, not to the level that we've certainly been at for the first 4 weeks of the contest. And when you look at our position on the table and the fact we had two real tough, tight losses, to think we could just mosey on through against a good side in that early part of the period is, very, very disappointing. Then, we worked our way back into the contest at 18-12, and we thought we'd get some good fresh middles back out there to help us sort of take some ascendancy, and then we drop the ball, play 2 from the kickoff, and then we drop it, play 3 from dummy half, and as good players like Cherry Evans there, they put the ball in the end goal, and you defend your goal line for a fair period. So, that's just that basic fundamental part there was obviously really poor. Not, when we sort of worked so hard to get back into the contest, and then to see our line speed and our ability to really do a good job in their middles then and hold and hold and hold. Then we get to 18 and again back in the contest with 12 men, and we just have one out hit-ups for 3 sets. We needed to be far better than that, and it's not the level of football that we needed to be playing in that era.
How's the coach, how do you explain the lack of intensity in that first minute?
I can't make any excuse for anything, Baz. I can't offer anything. I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it. The middles have, to their credit, our bigger numbers have done a really, really good job in the first part of the competition, and it's not just them, it was the whole group. When you get blokes not getting the marker early in games and that lack of intensity, I can't make any reason up why it didn't happen. We certainly saw plenty of it in the second half when we had them in some uncomfortable positions. Why we didn't start like it, I wished I could tell you, mate.
Given all the new players you had here at the start of the year, Nathan, is it a case of maybe being patient?
Look, we certainly, the first 4 weeks you take David, I'd say, about the patience bit, definitely, but the bit of lack of intensity, Rob, that's a really disappointing part, I think, in that first sort of, the game was lost in the first 15 minutes, to leak what we leaked and go down 18, that's where the game was won and lost. We got to 18 and was, if we'd done a far better job in that period, it would have been a tight, tough game like the last 3 have been. But that was really disappointing. So, sure, I'll say patience for some parts of our game, but I won't say patience in round 5 to lack intensity like we did in that early part of the contest against, blokes who were, Fanua Blake and Tapau and Travoy, which are exceptional players. And if you don't stop them, the dummy half and Cherry Evans obviously cause you lots of problems.
You mentioned Fanua Blake, Nathan. What did you make of the incident?
Oh, look, I'm not going to get caught in there, it's one of those ones where obviously the player's got some responsibility, and Mitchell was in a very low situation. It's a really tough one, isn't it? To be honest with you, obviously Mitchell's health's obviously important for us. He's good in the sheds now, and with the new rules of the game, obviously he had to leave the field, which obviously hurt us bad, so that didn't help with Mitchell having to go off. We certainly lost our way there, but look, it's a tough one, isn't it? These blokes sometimes are in low situations and big men coming at you. So, did he go out there to do it? I don't think he went out there to do it, mate. And I think him getting sin binned for me. Mitchell's healthy. He got sin binned. I'm happy with the result there.
Brownie, do you think it's an odd situation that Mitch gets hit high, goes off, so therefore it's a sin bin, but then earlier in the game, Caelan gets hit high because he initially stays on before going to HIA. Curtis Hooden's only put on the board.
Yeah, look, we need to be careful. He gets his share of knocks, and I'd like to think that they could probably do a little more to help him. He's obviously a very gifted young player, and I think when it is a bloke has to go to the bin, a bloke has to go off for concussion, I suppose the player who does the deed probably deserves his 10 in the bin, I suppose, if you put it like that, but it wasn't why we were where we were in the early part of the contest.
In terms of his spine, obviously the false changes not because of Caelan's HIA and his HIA, but how settled are you on what you're going to do next week now? Because obviously Mason came off for a bit there and you shifted things around mid-match. Yeah, look, that's Connor was going really well. He was causing Manly a lot of problems. Mason's barely played any footy, so he's quite underdone, and so that was just more of a
thing we thought was best fit for the game, and then unfortunately, obviously, Piercy got hurt, so we never got to get a real look at it. But we thought Connor was causing Manly plenty of problems, and we thought it was in the best interest to leave him out there. And as I said, he's certainly working his way into fitness at the moment.
So,
What's the word with Aiden Guerra?
That's a bad one. From what we believe, he may have broke his leg. Yeah, from what we're hearing initially. So that's a double whammy into a really poor performance, and then a broken leg for one of your players. So it's not good.
And how do you react to that then? Do some players pay for that sort of performance tonight?
Well, look, Baz, we'll have a look at it again. We're not going to sit here and make any emotional statements now, but there was certainly a number of blokes. Sione was out today and should be fit. Herman was very good in reserve grade today. So there's certainly Kurt Mann. Whether Kurt's going to be fit, I don't know. Towles had 2 games back now, so we certainly do have people available that are certainly more than adequate to do a good job. But we'll sit back, review it. As a coach and staff, you've got to think, where did we get it wrong? It's not all when the players aren't turning up with that right intensity. You don't. It's easy just to sit there and blame players all the time, But we've got to look at what could we have done better. So we'll sit down with the playing group, the senior playing group, and have a bit of a chat with Piercy and that, and see what their thoughts are. I've got my own opinions at the moment, but I certainly wouldn't air them here at the minute. But we'll have a look at it and go from there.
How important is it to turn it around next week against the Tigers?
Yeah, look, it's obviously this comp. The great thing with the comp, it is tight, Rob. So if we can get the intensity we had the first sort of 4 weeks and get some results, you can move really quickly. I know I call it fortunate or unfortunate, but I've been in this situation plenty of times before, and you just got to work hard and keep the group going, and you work your way out of it as a whole group. So it's not a great situation, but obviously when you're losing games, the pressure obviously rises. We all know that. We're in this business. We've been in it long enough to know how it works.
Disappointing with such a big crowd too.
Oh, it's very disappointing, Rob. Once again, a great crowd, and as I said, we all need to sit back and acknowledge that we let them down in that sort of initial exchanges there early on.